Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Farlands or Bust. I apologize for blowing out everybody's eardrums there. I'm looking over at the my audio recording program, and I see quite the spike in the wave file there. So sorry. You guys should be used to that by now. The over enthusiastic. Hello. But yeah, we're back. Farlands or Bust, episode 188. You know what I forgot to do, as was evidenced by the fact that I had to dig myself out with my fists. Forgot to make a new shovel, because my shovel broke at the end of the last episode. How's everything else doing? You could probably use a pick while I'm at it. I don't have, like, another pick. Okay, I've done that before. I've done it before. Let's get rid of this business. Let's get our workbench back. And let's continue. Let's go to the Farlands. Why not? Seems like the right thing to do. Let's grab Wolfie. West is sunrise this way. So, Farlands or Bust, indeed. And I just want to... Ice Creeper. I just want to thank everybody for your support always, but you know, more enthusiastically in regards to the last episode where I kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent talking about the YouTubes and the way it works and supporting your favorite YouTubers. YouTubers, such a weird word. But yeah, it was a reinvigoration, and that's why I'm back so soon in Farlands or Bust. See, when I feel the love, that's when I feel the need to keep on coming out with the content and you know, keep on walking to the Farlands, making progress. So I really do appreciate that. First and most importantly, we're past 3% of our Child's Play charity fundraiser, $3,090.70. As of when I've started recording, has been given to Child's Play charity this season. I appreciate that very much. That's amazing. All your generosity, and like I said, that's the most important number for me in regards to this series. Obviously, we're helping Child's Play charity get toys, books, and games to kids in hospitals around the world. Woof, indeed, Wolfie. Wolf and woof. Wolf and woof, indeed. So that's great. I appreciate everybody who's given to that, everybody who's shared, everybody who's suggested Farlands or Bust. All that fun stuff, and along the same lines, everybody who kind of heard... God, here comes this piano music again. I'm going to start to get all sentimental and weepy. No, everybody who kind of, I guess, listened to the topic at hand. It's not bad luck to walk underneath a waterfall, is it? Everybody who was listening to my topic I was talking about in regards to the support for videos and the like button. To prove my point, the last episode, episode 187, received, as of now, 2,675 likes. And that's amazing, I appreciate it, but just to show how that does make a difference, the last episode already, even though it's only 2 days old, has 5,000 more views than the previous episode that's been out twice as long, the Halloween episode. So that just is, as they say, as your grandparents may say, that is proof in the pudding that clicking that little like button is one of the most active ways that you as a viewer can support your local YouTuber. So I really do appreciate all that, and I might remind you again by the end of the video if this episode is another one that you like, that you can click the little like button, but I really do appreciate that. That really does make a difference, and once again, just invigorates me to go up and at them, you know, and my channel is just chocked full of Simpsons references. That's all. That's the only reason you guys are here, right? No, Wolf, yeah, that's the only reason Wolfie's here, for the Simpsons references. Oh, dear. But, yeah, so I do appreciate that. That's great. Great news indeed. I was talking about trying to achieve $10,000 for Child's Play charity raising that at farlandsorbust.com before heading off to Minecon, which is 2 weeks and 3 days away. Well, when I leave, I guess, but almost a little less than 3 weeks away for Minecon weekend. I got a lot of suggestions in the last video. Seems like there's a consensus that people want me to do face cam with something. you know, people who have been around long enough know how a little bit reluctant I am. Just personal preference. I know I've done a few in real life videos already, and I have mixed feelings about that decision. But I don't know. Perhaps, I don't know about a video. There's pluses and minuses. I don't see that too much benefit content-wise to add a little picture-in-picture thing with my face. I could see perhaps with some video games, like maybe a racing game, if it's a simulator and I have my racing wheel out and you want to see me frantically steering into a spin or something like that, but maybe I see it. I like in speaking also of the live stream thing, the morning. Whoa, sit. That's a fall and a half right there. Yeah, it is. Speaking of the live stream, thinking of doing a morning live stream. Might do something this week. I was actually thinking of trying to do it today, Monday, but did not wake up in time. I couldn't fall asleep last night, but regardless, I see how BOO and Generic B tend to do the face cam with their live streams. I could see how that could be. That kind of makes sense, because with the live stream you are kind of connecting more immediately with the audience, as opposed to doing a recording and putting up a face cam. So I don't know, maybe, since it is oft requested, maybe if we do reach $10,000 before Minecon weekend, I will do a live stream. Careful, Wolfie, jeez Louise. Come on, get up. I want to try to feed you. Yeah, there you go. Sit. And a boop. And a boop. Alright. So maybe that's kind of in the front running. But like I said, we do have to reach... Ow! We do have to reach $10,000 in less than 3 weeks. So get on that over at farlandsorbust.com using the chip in widget on the homepage. Woof. So yeah, there's that. Oh, I guess a little bit of gaming news. You know, I've been playing, or I was playing, Hawken. All right, this looks like a substantial ocean. I'm not going to make any more progress to the right. I was playing Hawken, and the first beta weekend, closed beta weekend, ended. Not this past weekend, but the previous weekend. It was just a 4-day event. They've already announced the second closed beta weekend, starting this Thursday. Thursday, November 8th through what is that, Tuesday? Tuesday the 13th? I think that's the 13th, isn't it? Regardless. So yeah, already we're starting up with another closed beta for Hawken, which makes sense if they're aiming for a December 12th release. And I actually think I saw on the forums December 12th isn't like the full release. I think December 12th is when they're aiming for the open beta. So they're still going to be calling it beta, perhaps to give them a little bit more leeway to iron out the kinks and things like that. But that's when it's, you're not going to need a code or anything to start playing Hawken. So yeah, another weekend. So maybe I'll try to get more game time in that, and we can kind of compare to see what has changed between the first closed beta and the second one. I do have a bunch of footage still, like I recorded without commentary. So that's, I don't know if I'll be able to use that before the second closed beta starts, because it will kind of be a little bit pointless to be uploading footage from the first closed beta when the second one has already begun, but we'll see. So I'm looking forward to that. There's plenty of places out there handing out beta codes and contests and things like that, so, God, you're clumsy today, aren't you? So keep an eye out for that if that's a game you think you want to play. Alright, sun is setting. Going to sleep in the desert, the dry heat. Actually, it gets quite cold at night in the desert, so... Whoop. Let's make this quick. Alright, have the bed out. And it's dark enough, so let's go to sleep. And that cut off my snoreness. I was going to continue snoring, but the sun rose. It rose. Indeed. And another way that you guys showed your support in the last episode is I requested some more questions since I was running out of questions to answer. And you guys followed through. Quite a few questions in the comments. So I have a notepad and a half here filled with questions, so I'm just going to start going down them. I do tend to like... Hello, wolves. I do tend to like these kinds of discussions rather than like the previous episode, where apparently you guys liked it, but I kind of had a page full of notes and stuff, and that's just... It makes it seem like it's a little bit more crunched for time, like I have to get through my notes, whereas this, I just have a bunch of questions to answer, I can pick and choose, and... off the cuff answer them. So I do need more wooden planks, actually. Let me gather the woods. Wolfie, stop it. Yoink. Oh, that was a really high-pitched sheep baa. Shut your face. Wolfie's pushing me to the far lands. Let's get... Woof, yes. He was. But yeah, where am I going with this? Oh, questions, yes. I'm just gonna start going down the line. The Ired asked, Mindcrack Ultra Hardcore, any plans for more? Question mark? I think so, but not anytime soon. Don't expect it before Minecon, that's for sure, because everybody's kind of preparing for that. And even if we, say, did miraculously somehow get together and record, there's no way that we would want to schedule it to release during Minecon when we aren't available to release it. So, possibly, there really hasn't been that much discussion about it. We would definitely have to wait for the mod to be updated, and who knows, perhaps by the time we get back from Minecon, there might be 1.5 released, so we'll have to update the mod again. So, something we enjoy, but just be patient. I feel like if we did it too often, it would just get redundant and old, and people would be asking for something else. So distance makes the heart grow fonder for Mindcrack Ultra Hardcore. Tagline. So, yes, thank you for that question. Ooh, those weird itch on my head. You ever get that, or it feels like there's a bug or something on your head, but it's just the cocaine withdrawal. No, oh dear. I apologize. Woo. Another question from Tarawa. Butterfingers? Well done. From Tarawa asked, Hey, Kurt. Hey, Tarawa. We haven't heard about your adventures in men's fashion for a while. How's that going? Do you have any plans on what to bring to Minecon yet? Yes, for those of you who have just joined me recently, I've talked about in previous episodes that in addition to good coffee, scotch, astronomy, one of my other hobbies is... I don't want to call it men's fashion. When you say men's fashion, you think of like the runways and like those really crazy clothes that like nobody would ever wear in public. Style. Call it style. Or just menswear clothes or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, that's another hobby of mine I've picked up recently. I don't know, just one of those things. But it's going well. And here's the thing, and I've mentioned it before. It was maybe a couple years ago. A lot of blogs and stuff started popping up in the menswear scene, I guess. I mentioned Put This On before. You know, you go there and there's a whole list of all these other ones, Tumblrs and things like that, that just give tips on dressing more... I hesitate to say more like an adult, because there are a lot of adults who do not dress like an adult. So just dressing more... what's the word I want to say? Classically? Not formally. I'm not like walking around in a tuxedo. But you know, whoa, that is a extremely elevated block of grass and dirt. Extreme, Wolfie, extreme. So yeah, I follow Put This On as kind of the first kind of web series that I started watching. They do a video series, but now they're also like a blog, and they post daily and things like that. What is going on in this land? Ah, this skeleton. Hi, guy. Hey, guy. Hey, guy. Oh, careful, Wolfie. Don't jump in my way. Just get a death job. There you go. Whoa, this weird is really land. What? Strike that, reverse it. This land is rather weird. Oh, look at this. Look at all this floating water. What's going on? We've reached the far lands, everybody. Enjoy! No, that is unusual at best. Alright, well, this is kind of like the, that area in, Avatar where the floating land is and things like that on Pandora. But anyway, yeah, when I started out, and this is kind of a very similar story that a lot of people get, is when you realize, hey, yeah, I'd like to start dressing, sure, better. I'll use the word better, even though I don't think I'm like, we're better than you because I wear this and you don't. Dressing better. When you start reading these blogs and seeing these pictures and suddenly getting used to all these new styles and things like that, you kind of go through a phase where you want to just purchase all the things and revamp your entire closet and wardrobe. I definitely succumbed to such thing, and now I've kind of reached the stage in the last 4 or 5 months where I'm like, okay, I kind of went overboard. There's a lot of stuff here that I might have just impulsively purchased, might not fit me properly, and might not be the exact style that I should have been going for. But, so I'm kind of at that stage where I'm going through my closet and deleting things. So yeah, there's definitely some wasted money there, but now I'm, you know, giving it to Goodwill or charity or something like that, and getting through there and pulling back the reins a little bit, being a little bit more conservative with the sort of things that I purchase and things like that. So yeah, it's still a hobby of mine, still going well. I've kind of I started in part getting a little bit overboard. I think I went. I mean, I really like the way suits look, and you know, a nice blazer or sports coat and tie and things like that. But in my everyday life, I don't have any opportunity to wear such things. So I have, when I went on my little shopping reinvention of my wardrobe splurge, I did buy like some blazers and things that now I'm looking at and I'm like, you know, maybe I bought them on sale or they were really cheap. Maybe they're not the highest quality, so they don't fit exactly well. So I'm like, okay, I've never worn these and they really don't fit me anymore, especially since I lost like 20 pounds from being ill, gluten illness. Not much of that. I own a lot of ties for a guy who never wears them either. I own like 20 ties. They're nice. They're good quality and stuff like that. So hopefully one day I'll be able to wear them. But and now that I'm getting rid of all these sports coats and blazers, I'm really not going to have... where's Wolfie? There he is. I'm not going to have that much of a chance to wear them, but a lot of ties. But keeping in that theme, I've kind of pulled back a little bit less formal. I would like to get a nice sport coat, but probably I'll be focusing on quality over cheap at tea. Still looking at that. And I've kind of pulled it back a little bit. Instead of, I started like buying like dress pants and like wool pants and things like that, which are nice. They're versatile for different situations. I just don't find myself in those situations. So I'm pulling myself back to be a little bit more casual. I've gotten the last month or so on a denim kick, and the thing I'm trying to focus on, like I said, is a little bit more quality now. So I just bought a pair. Hold on, let me go to sleep, and then we will continue talking about my pants. Because why not? Oh dear. Oh, come on, one more darkness level. There we go. And pants. Indeed. But yeah, I got a pair from there's a place called Taylor Stitch. They're out of San Francisco. But yeah, made in America, made in San Francisco. You know, high quality. I got a pair that's made of Japanese denim. And you might go to that website and be like, holy Moses, that's a lot for jeans. But that's actually pretty affordable for a made in the USA jeans. A little bit north of $100. So I'm breaking those in now and hopefully have those all in time for Minecon. So yeah, I'm trying to... when I started out with the fashion thing, I kind of... Whoa, hello. Oh my gosh, I almost took a ton... Oh, I thought that was a giant hole. This place is kind of cool. A little flat wall over there. Now Wolfie is stuck down there and can't get back up. See you later, Wolfie. So yeah, jeans are something I'm really into now. Like I said, keeping it more casual and stuff like that. And then, being as it's winter, getting more sweaters. J. Crew just had a sale. J. Crew, I've tried a bunch of different sweaters from like Brooks Brothers or Land's End, and being so skinny, the sweaters are a little bit boxy on me. So J. Crew actually has like slim fit sweaters, which is pretty good, and they seem to fit my slender physique rather well. So I got a few more of those. But his second part of the question was, what are you planning on bringing to Minecon? That's what I was originally I was kind of almost, maybe I will wear a tie or something to Minecon. But I don't want to stick out like a sore thumb either. So, and that's actually a thing I wanted to spin around and ask, are there any of my viewers who are currently in the Paris location? What's the weather like right now? I mean, I've kind of looked up on Weather Underground. I've looked at the almanac and stuff, and it says like 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what, 10 degrees Celsius or something like that. Chilly. It's November, and I'm not sure. Being we're less than 3 weeks out, we really still don't have a list of activities or what's going on. You know, like should I bring? I have like an old, really kind of heavy pea coat. Should I bring that thing? Am I going to be like freezing to death or what? I know one of the days is the the Minecon people get run of the amusement park for a day or an evening or something like that, and you get to ride all the rides without lines and stuff like that, and woo. Is that something anybody wants to do in 40-degree weather? I don't know what's going on. So perhaps you can give me the what's up with the weather in Paris right now, and then I'll decide on what to bring. But yeah, I'm pulling it back a little bit, keeping it casual. We'll see. I'm not sure exactly what to bring. So yeah, and I tend to be a little bit of a nervous traveler in regards to that sort of stuff. Like what to bring, what to wear. Don't forget this, don't forget that, So I even, I know the electrical outlets are different in France, so I went ahead and got a little, not a converter. I'm going to make sure all of my electronics can handle the 240 volt or whatever they have over there, but, an adapter that changes the weird two-prong plug gamajig that France supposedly has, so that I can plug in my North American plugged electronics and charge batteries and things like that. So I'm hopefully going to be well prepared. Oh, that was another thing. Speaking of Minecon and Facecam, people were wondering if I would be recording, say, the Minecraft Let's Play flight of awesomeness across the Atlantic. I don't know. I was thinking of trying to get like a flip cam or one of those things, but that's one of the things I've kind of been a little bit laxed on, and I'll keep an eye to see if there's any sales or anything. I'm sure other people are going to be bringing cameras, camcorders, and things like that, so I'm sure you'll see my face somewhere in the footage and things like that. But again, I don't know if we'll be able to even share that stuff until after we get back. We don't know what kind of time we're going to have or internet connectivity. Yes, I know they have the internet in France. I just don't know how good or available it's going to be in Disneyland Paris. So yeah, whatever. I'm sure you'll see me in videos at Paris and stuff like that. I just don't know what my own personal capabilities are going to be for vlogging or recording and stuff like that. So stay tuned, I guess. Stay tuned. Indeed. The Flash Game Nerd, for another question, asked, if we get you to $10,000 before Thanksgiving weekend, before Minecon weekend, will you get a real dog and name it Wolfie? No. That is one of the suggestions that I'm afraid I will not be heeding. I do not, not that I'm not a dog person, and not that I'm never, ever, ever in my entire life going to get a dog, but my current situation might not be the best. I'd have to wait until... Ooh, can I make it through here? Possibly not. Nope. Nope, I'm just going to break the boat. Ah, get out of the way. Oh, broke it anyway. Whoop-de-doo. If I am ever going to get a dog, I'd like to wait until I live in a location or live in a house or something where I have a yard. It just seems unfair to the dog to me that, you know, it would be an apartment-dwelling dog. And I know there's plenty of people who own dogs and live in apartments, whatever, but just not my current situation. Also, budgetary concerns. I know having animals is an expensive thing. I already am kind of, every time I go to buy more mealworms for Speedy, I'm like, ah, gosh, this much money for little slugs? What are you talking about? So, perhaps not the time to own a dog, and certainly it's nothing to be taken lightly as you know, a fundraiser milestone for you guys. It should be a more serious consideration than that, I think. So thank you for the suggestion, but no, that's probably not something I'm going to be doing. Oh, I didn't make it. What? Where are we at? Where's the sun? Oh, it looks like it's probably setting, so this episode is going to be wrapping up. Woof. No, I got a little bit of time. Sorry, kind of looking. Skeletons. Adam S asked 2 questions. When you first started doing videos, did you find yourself getting vocal fatigue? Yeah, as I like clear my throat right now. Yeah, and I mean that can still be a problem. I mean your vocal cords are controlled by a muscle like anything else, so you get, if you exercise it more, you get better at it. So yeah, I think that was kind of a problem at first, and that's probably a reason why a lot of YouTubers, when they start out, if you look back at their history, their videos are a little bit shorter to begin with. I still, speaking of ultra hardcore, I still start to get that fatigue in ultra hardcore when we're going on like a 3-hour recording session. I was lucky enough during the flob-athon, during the marathon live streams, to have people as guests, so they them talking kind of gave me a little bit of a break. So yeah, vocal fatigue is kind of an issue. Hopefully I've overcome that for the most part, at least for the videos I record here for the YouTubes. His second question was, what is your opinion of the TSA? For those of you who don't know, that's the United States, the Transportation Security Authority, or whatever. It was born after 9/11, the terrorist attacks. Not a fan. Not a fan. A lot of what they do is knee-jerk reaction to, you know, there was one guy. It was a failed attempt at exploding his shoe. And now, since then, even 10 years later, we all still have to take off our shoes going into an airport or going through the security line. And that's the least of things, and even the liquids and stuff like that is a knee-jerk reaction. I'm not a fan of the whole body scanners that basically, we're going to look at you naked. So I always... opt out of the full body scanners. And the more people that do that, and it's kind of shown now. I think the latest news is that they've said the TSA is going to be removing those full body nudity scanners from major airports like O'Hare and JFK and stuff like that, and moving them to the smaller regional airports. Probably because there's, hopefully there's enough people opting out that it slows down the lines, and they get complaints, and they're like, okay, we have to change this. So. Hey guy. Whew, doggy breath. But yeah, not a fan of the TSA. There's definitely better ways we can do such things as these, and I guess the way you can make a difference if you live in the Americas, the United States rather, and you're of age, is you can vote tomorrow, Tuesday the 6th. Get out and vote, people. And you can not only vote for the president, that's obviously important, but you vote for your local representatives, and you look at what their opinion of the TSA or what issues concern you. Say perhaps budgets for science and space flight is of interest to you, and astronomy. You look at what your people's thoughts are on that, and then vote for the people who would do the same thing you would do, or something like that. But yeah, I rarely get political, so I'm going to cut it off there. But yes, if you can vote and you are educated in your local races, head out to vote tomorrow. A friendly reminder from your friends at Far Lands or Bust, right, Wolfie? Pant. Okay, so yeah. That wraps up this episode of Far Lands or Bust. Once again, I do appreciate all of your support, most importantly for Child's Play charity, where you can donate over at farlandsorbust.com using the chip-in widget on the homepage. I do appreciate that, helping kids out. In addition to voting, another way you can actively participate in a very helpful and well-meaning society is to donate to charities such as Child's Play charity, to help people out who might need it more than you. So yeah, that's amazing. And also, once again, if you did like this video, you can click that little like button. We've already scientifically proven how it helps out this series and my channel and me, and I personally thank you from the bottom of my stomach. No, from the bottom of my gluten-free stomach. So, yes. Thank you once again for watching. You can keep asking questions in the comments below. I've still got a long list to get through. I've got a lot of content to get through, so I appreciate it. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.